Tensions along the Russia-Ukraine border continue to intensify as Ukrainian forces report another successful strike against a Russian artillery system in the Kursk region. According to information released by the Ukrainian Kursk grouping of forces, Ukrainian troops destroyed a Russian Tu-S-5 Giatsint-S self-propelled artillery system that had been firing at positions of Ukraine's defense forces. The operation was reportedly carried out by fighters from the 21st Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. What makes this operation particularly significant is the way the Russian artillery system was detected and destroyed. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones first located the artillery system while it was actively conducting fire missions. Once its position was confirmed, Ukrainian forces deployed FPV strike drones toward the target. The resulting attack reportedly destroyed the Russian Giatsint-S. According to the Ukrainian account, the operation began when Russian artillery was firing toward Ukrainian defensive positions. The activity attracted the attention of Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance units operating in the area near the settlement of Borky in Russia's Kursk region. Ukrainian reconnaissance operators launched a drone to search for the source of the Russian artillery fire. This type of aerial reconnaissance has become an increasingly important part of modern warfare. Instead of relying only on ground observers, military units can use drones to monitor large areas from above. The drone can provide live imagery to operators, allowing them to identify vehicles, artillery systems, troop movements, and other military activity. During the reconnaissance mission, Ukrainian operators reportedly detected an active Tu-S-5 Giatsint-S. The system was apparently firing toward Ukrainian positions. Once the target was identified, Ukrainian forces worked to confirm its coordinates. Finding an artillery system is only the beginning. The target must be accurately located before a strike can be conducted. After the position was confirmed, Ukrainian FPV strike drones were reportedly sent toward the area. The Tu-S-5 Giatsint-S is a Soviet-designed self-propelled artillery system equipped with a 152mm gun. It was developed to provide long-range artillery fire and can engage targets from considerable distances. The system is mounted on a tracked chassis, allowing it to move between firing positions. After firing, an artillery system may need to relocate quickly to avoid detection and counterattack. But in this case, according to Ukraine, the Russian system was detected while operating. The Ukrainian reconnaissance drone had already identified its position. That gave Ukrainian FPV operators an opportunity to launch a strike. The FPV drone then approached the target. Footage released by Ukrainian forces reportedly shows the drone striking the Russian artillery system. Following the attack, the Tu-S-5 Giatsint-S was reported destroyed. The loss represents more than just the destruction of a single military vehicle. An artillery system also requires trained crews, ammunition, logistics, maintenance, and supporting vehicles. Therefore, destroying an artillery platform can potentially reduce the firepower available to a Russian unit operating in the area. Why is the Giatsint-S important? The Tu-S5 Giatsint-S is a heavy self-propelled artillery platform designed to deliver powerful long-range fires. Its 152mm weapon gives it the ability to support ground forces and attack defensive positions, infrastructure, and other military targets. For decades, artillery has played a central role in warfare. Despite the growing importance of drones, artillery remains one of the major sources of firepower on the battlefield. That is why both Russia and Ukraine continue to search for enemy artillery systems and attempt to destroy them. The destruction of the Giatsint-S near Borky, therefore, is part of a much larger counter-artillery battle. The objective is not simply to destroy individual vehicles. It is to reduce the enemy's ability to continuously deliver artillery fire. The growing role of FPV drones. The operation also highlights the growing role of FPV drones in the Russia-Ukraine war. FPV stands for first-person view. These drones are typically controlled by an operator who sees the flight through a camera mounted on the aircraft. Their relatively small size and maneuverability allow them to operate close to the battlefield. They can be used against a wide range of targets, including vehicles, artillery systems, defensive positions, and other military equipment. One of their biggest advantages is the ability to connect reconnaissance and strike operations. A reconnaissance drone can find a target. The target's location can then be communicated to a strike team. An FPV drone can then subsequently be launched toward that position, detect the target, confirm its location, launch the strike, destroy the target. That cycle has become one of the defining features of modern combat in Ukraine. The destruction of the Giatsint-S also demonstrates another important development. Modern warfare is increasingly becoming a battle of sensors. The side that can detect the enemy first may gain a major advantage. A Russian artillery system can hide among trees, use camouflage, change firing positions, or attempt to minimize its exposure. But once its location is detected from the air, the situation can change rapidly. A drone can observe an area that would be difficult for soldiers on the ground to monitor. This creates a dangerous environment for artillery crews. Every time an artillery system fires, it potentially provides clues about its location. Enemy forces can analyze the direction of fire, monitor the surrounding area, and search for the firing position. If an observation drone discovers the artillery system, strike drones or other weapons can then be directed toward it. That is apparently what happened in this particular operation. Ukrainian sources estimate the value of a Tu-S5 Giatsint-S at around $4 million. The exact value of an individual system can vary depending on its condition, configuration, age, and other factors, so the figure should be treated as an estimate. Nevertheless, the loss of a heavy artillery system represents a significant material cost. The Russian military also loses the artillery crew and operational capacity associated with that system, depending on the circumstances of the strike. There are also logistical consequences. Replacing an artillery system requires equipment, personnel, maintenance resources, ammunition, transportation, and time. That is why artillery systems can become high-value targets for both sides.